France's City of Revolution may soon become a launching pad for the innovative concept of flying taxis. These futuristic vehicles, which aim to revolutionize transportation, are set to soar above the clouds and change the face of the skies forever. At first, it appears as nothing more than a tiny dot on the horizon. However, this insect-like, noiseless electric aircraft glides over the congested streets of Paris, offering its undoubtedly amazed passenger a unique perspective of the city's iconic zinc-grey rooftops and the Eiffel Tower. Its descent involves a gentle hover, which safely lands the traveller. If everything goes according to plan, this could mark a new chapter in aviation history. For years, there has been talk of the possibility of electric taxis that can fly and aren't detrimental to the environment. However, much of this speculation was regarded as fanciful and hard to believe. Now, the aviation industry is on the brink of materializing this dream and promises that it's just within reach. As the Paris region enjoys its time in the international limelight, preparations are underway for the 2024 Olympic and Paralympic Games. As part of these preparations, a fleet of electric flying taxis is being planned to operate on several different routes. There is a possibility that Paris may be beaten to the punch by aviation regulators in China, who are currently developing a pilotless taxi that could accommodate 2 passengers. However, if European regulators approve, Volocopter, a German company, could become the first commercial flying taxi operator. Dirk Hoek, the CEO of Volocopter and a former high-ranking executive at Airbus, has a specific individual in mind for his ideal inaugural passenger in Paris, none other than the VVIP French President, Emmanuel Macron. Hoek, one of the developers of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, eVTOLs, expressed his enthusiasm for the Paris Air Show this week. During the event, he and his team competed with industry leaders for recognition. Hoek stated that it would be incredibly impressive if they were to gain attention amidst such heavy competition. According to Hoek, Macron is a firm believer in the progress of urban air mobility. Hoek also mentioned that it would be a powerful symbol for Europe to witness their president soaring through the skies. Regardless of Macron's involvement, the initial flights of flying taxis are merely the first of many small steps for the emerging industry. There are significant advancements to be made before flying taxis can outcompete their grounded counterparts. Battery technology's limited capabilities impose restrictions on the range and passenger capacity of eVTOLs. As a result, initial eVTOL trips are expected to be brief and somewhat costly. The idea of effortlessly surpassing traffic in a bustling city by soaring above it is alluring, but it hinges on progress in airspace control. In the next 10 years, eVTOL producers plan to deploy groups of aircraft in urban areas, as well as more exclusive routes for wealthy patrons, such as those along the French Riviera. However, they require significant technological advancements to ensure that airborne taxis do not collide with each other or with the countless other objects already filling the skies, including millions of drones. Billy Nolan of Archer Aviation Inc. stated that their plan is to begin by expanding on current helicopter routes and then gradually increasing their capacity by utilizing AI and machine learning technology to ensure that their airspace can accommodate the influx of traffic. Archer Aviation Inc. hopes to commence flights between downtown Manhattan and Newark's Liberty Airport by 2025. This journey typically takes an hour by train or traditional taxi, but their stylish electric 4-seater prototype is projected to complete the trip in under 10 minutes. During his tenure as acting chief of the Federal Aviation Administration, Nolan collaborated with NASA on developing technologies that ensure safe separation of flying taxis. He believes that the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics provide another opportunity for the aviation industry to showcase its capability to transport passengers in large numbers safely, sustainably, and at an affordable cost. Similar to Paris, which is using the Olympic Games to test flying taxis, Los Angeles could serve as a target destination for the industry to strive towards. During an interview with the Associated Press at the Paris show, he stated that there will be hundreds, if not thousands, of eVTOLs available by the year 2028. The prospective experimentation with Volocopter during the Paris Games, albeit modest in scale, is highly commendable. This is a remarkable achievement, and we greatly appreciate their efforts. However, in the years leading up to 2028 and beyond, we anticipate the full-scale implementation of this technology in major cities all over the globe. Despite being at the brink of a new era in the city that gave birth to the French Revolution of 1789, some aviation analysts are skeptical of the industry's portrayal of a revolution. They are not convinced that electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, eVTOLs, will soon become easily accessible, widespread and convenient substitutes for ride-hailing services. At the Paris show, many eVTOL developers were optimistic about the future of their industry. However, even among these bullish individuals, some expressed doubts about the feasibility of their competitors bringing prototypes to market due to potential funding shortages. According to analysts at Morgan Stanley, it is estimated that the industry could potentially be valued at $1 trillion by 2040 and $9 trillion by 2050. This estimation is based on the projected advancements in battery and propulsion technology. However, the majority of this projected growth is expected to occur after the year 2035, as analysts have noted that obtaining certification from US and European regulators for new aircraft is an arduous task. Richard Abulafia, an aerospace consultant at Aerodynamic Advisory, remarked that the concept of mass urban transportation continues to be an alluring fantasy from the 1950s. The primary issue remains that regular individuals like ourselves are unable to obtain frequent or exclusive usage of $4 million automobiles. Meanwhile, air taxis are already accessible to us, and we can utilize them at present. These air taxis are commonly known as helicopters. Volocopter is optimistic that the introduction of electric taxis soaring through the skies of Paris during the Olympic Games, which are known for athletes who aim to surpass their limits in speed, height and strength, may pleasantly surprise people. There are 5 proposed Olympic routes, with one situated in the center of the city on a platform that floats on the refurbished River Seine. While ride-hailing apps and electric scooters were once considered eccentric, developers argue that these technologies have now become mainstream. Similarly, some predict that the acceptance of flying taxis by early adopters will encourage others to take a chance on them as well. According to Hoke, the CEO of Volocopter, the upcoming experience for individuals will be completely novel. He further added that in 20 years, the transformation that will occur as a result of this experience will be recognized as a revolution. He believes that we are currently on the brink of a new revolution. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.